Hello, everyone. Um, so we're back. We're in the Netherlands. We've been here now for. I've been here for about 3 weeks now. Anuka and Asami they arrived almost 3 weeks, 2 weeks before I did here. So they've been here for over a month, and yeah, it's nice to be back. It is. It did get cold last week, very cold, but yeah, it's fine. That's part of what we knew what would happen. It's expected. Um, in a way, what I've been telling people when they ask me how I'm feeling now that I'm back is that in a way I haven't landed yet, not completely, because we don't have a house in this moment. We are still in my in-laws' house, and so we didn't arrive to our own place. And it is a very nice house. They are very welcoming, but still, the fact is that it's not my house. So that has an effect. I don't feel not 100% completely free to just do whatever I want and act however I want. Um, yeah, it's not something you can control so easy. And of course, I could force myself to do certain things more or whatever, but not. It's just there's this deep desire to have my own place. I think it's one of the things that I take away from this trip is that need to have my own place. Because for 21 months, which is roughly what we spent traveling, we left January 21st of 2020. It's now, right now, it's November 2021. And I arrived here last month in October 26th. I arrived. So if I had been 3 more months traveling, that would be I would have completed the 2 years. And this is I made the calculations. I did it's where is it there 645 days, 57,881 kilometers. The distance that should be way more because the app doesn't really track everything. It's just like from city to city and so on. So all the movements inside cities and stuff like that, that would be extra. So I think it goes way beyond 58,000 kilometers traveled in these 21 months. But yeah, one of the things that I take away is this deep desire to have a place that I can call my own because for all this time, 21 months, we've been moving and we've been staying in hotels and sometimes, but mostly in friends' houses or in communities or like it's never your own place. When I'm visiting my family and I stay at my parents' house, my mother's house, um, it's it's very welcoming and it's like it's family. You're with family, but it's not your house. Um, yeah, I can recognize in myself nowadays this strong desire to have my own place, which I was not conscious of this before, not as much. Like, of course, you'll want to have your own house, but if you're some days not having a house, then it's kind of okay. It's not too bad. Now that I'm thinking about all this, I did feel this a few years ago. I did live the nomad life for a few months when I finished my master's in Utrecht and I moved like 4 or 5 cities in what 6 months, something like that. And I at the end of those 6 months, I came back to Utrecht. I got a job in Amsterdam, and or I was doing some interviews, so I was back. I stayed at a friend's house. I was couch surfing for a month, and after the 4 weeks, I was like, oh my god, I need to have my own place. Um, so right now, it's great to be back. the best. But I'm missing having my own place, which we will have in a couple of weeks. The 6th of December, we're moving to Amsterdam, to the neighborhood that we wanted, because we found a school for Asami there, and a few days ago we heard that she got accepted, so that's awesome. And that's why we're moving to that neighborhood, basically. So we're moving there in 2 weeks. And it's funny, like it's not so easy finding a place in Amsterdam, and we were very lucky because we posted on Facebook saying, okay, we are coming back from a world trip. We're a family of 3. We're looking for a place, a temporary place to live in for at least 6 months, probably, hopefully a year. And like 1 week later, a friend of ours tags us in a friend of his post, and he's saying, we are a family of 3 that are gonna go on a world trip, and we want family to come and stay in our house while we are traveling. So that was kind of, it feels kind of funny because it's kind of like, okay, we did it, now it's your turn. Yeah, it's kind of the universe giving a nudge there, like saying, hey, here you go, this is where you're gonna stay now. It felt cool. So that's basically it. We'll see how life changes now that we're going to be back and living in one place, getting to have like a normal life again, as far as normal you can have a life nowadays with all the restrictions happening. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.